The really important thing with becoming a scientist is to not give up on yourself. So we're at this moment where we've accumulated what's called accumulating a lot of knowledge, and that's what scientists do, is we accumulate a lot of knowledge. So we have to study all of that stuff, going back a couple hundred years ago and learning all the stuff that we've sort of learned and that we think is the most important knowledge, and put it all in that thinker right there. And so what you have to do is go to school for a pretty long time to become a good scientist. And as you're doing that, you start learning all sorts of interesting things. And then as you're doing that, you can start looking at the world in a little bit more of a nuanced way, what's called like nuance, right? So that's a big word, nuance. Well, that just means that you can look at something and you can see all the ways that it's different or unique compared to something else. There's one moment that's easy. When you have that moment where you're like, I get it. And then everything sort of clicks. And that moment takes 5 minutes. But, that moment of those moments before that of like, I can't understand this. I don't get it. Will probably take you, it could take you hours. It could take you days. And many scientists, including myself, it could take years where it just, you can't figure it out. You can't get it. But then you can get it for a second and then everything comes easy. And so what I'd encourage you to do to become a scientist is really stick to, doing a good job at school and not giving up on yourself. That fortitude, that strength, that character right there is so important, and yet nobody teaches about it. And I want to change that. I want to make sure that you know that you're special and that you have the courage to keep going with this.